Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I made a delicious homemade Oreo cheesecake. It turned out fantastic and I hope you give it a try. I started out with about 10 Oreos here or so, give or take, whatever you feel you need for the pan that you're using. And I just went ahead and crunched those up into a fine dust. Some people separate them from the inner cream and then just do the outer part, but I found once you add the butter, it kind of helps it stick together when you leave the cream in the center and just smash them up like that. So that was the easiest. I mean, you could use a food processor to crunch these up too, whatever you feel like. I just got my anger out today. It only took a few minutes. I hope you guys are enjoying my content. It takes quite a bit to film these videos, so I like to put them out there just to give inspiration and see what you guys like to make as well. I love cooking and baking. I'm actually becoming more of a baker now. I'm enjoying it quite much. So here I took about what equivalent was maybe 3/4 of a cup of butter, half a cup of butter. You can just judge to see what you guys need. I just melted it in the microwave for about 30 seconds and gave it a little stir to finish it off once it came out of the microwave. You don't want to overheat your butter. It's just soft enough so that I could mix it in. And a trick too with the springform pan, take your parchment. I cut it a little short, but next time just cut it a little longer. You'll see in the end it helps you take it off the pan. And it helps keep your pan a lot nicer so you don't wreck them. I just leave this maybe an inch longer next time when I trim. So just adding the Oreo crumbs into the butter. Gonna get that stirred up and combined really good. Really loving the cheesecakes. They're pretty easy to make and they come together quickly. I feel like once got it in the oven, you're off the hook, so it's really quick. I'm just adding that to my pan. I feel like I added a little bit too much butter. Maybe you could go for a little less next time. It looked a little wet here. You don't want it to look that wet. But I had my oven preheating at 325, so I just stuck that in like that for 10 minutes to help that come together. And here, if you chop up your cream cheese once it's room temperature just with a butter knife, it's much easier on your mixing machine. Your hand mixer, or if you have a KitchenAid, it doesn't take as much for the machine to mix it up with everything else. So there I used about a stick and a half of the cream cheese. And here, just over, I want to say half a cup of sour cream I had used. And this is just your regular sugar, about 3/4 of a cup. And then in goes the sour cream. Just a little over half a cup I used of the sour cream. And I just did a splash of vanilla. I never measure that. And then I used 3 eggs, 3 whole eggs. If you guys are enjoying my content and would really like to help out my channel, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and the bell for notification for every time I upload. Here I am just mixing everything up. You don't want to over mix it, you just want to mix it long enough so that you know that the chunks are out of the cream cheese. And it only takes about a minute or two, honestly. And I just scrape down the sides too with the spatula to make sure I got all the chunks. Giving it one last more mix. There, and once I had it all combined, I'm going to add in chunks of the Oreo. I put about 5 or 6 in a bag here, and I just kind of hit them so that they kind of cracked up a little bit. You didn't want to make them into crumbs again, but just enough to be some loose chunks to go in the cheesecake. This is really good if you make it the night before. And there's my crust. It had come out after just 10 minutes in the oven at the 325. And see how the butter kind of ran out of the pan. So yeah, maybe just using a little bit less butter next time. And then I just folded in those Oreos into the batter. And going ahead here to just pour it into my pan. It looked really good. I love making cheesecakes. Guys, you'll have to let me know in the comments if there's a different kind you try or that you really like. And there, my oven at 325 again. I just put it in for the hour. And then I had left it in the oven after an hour for another hour, but I had the oven turned off. So you only want the oven on for that first hour. Kind of helps prevent cracking. I know this cracked just a little bit. I had loosened it with this butter knife there, just the sides, and then see where I could have left the paper a little longer just to transfer over. But it turned out really great. I hope you guys definitely give this recipe a try. I couldn't resist. I didn't want to put it in the fridge, so I stole a piece here. And then you can add it however you like with decoration for whipped cream or Oreos on top, anything really. And it turned out fantastic. Well, thanks guys. I hope you like and subscribe and help the channel out.